What is up, everyone? Derek with Lucid, and I got another video for you guys. Something a little different, not a restore, not an instructional video on how to use our products. Actually had a customer, fan of the videos that I make with the resin and stuff, send me a deck, and he wants something done to it. It came in the mail, so I decided to make a video on it. So I'm gonna open this thing up. Well, I actually already opened it, kind of know what it looks like already, but I'm gonna slide it out of the box. We're gonna see what he wants, and we're gonna see what I can do this deck for him. All right, as you can see, it is just a plain maple press deck. It's a drop down. Probably gonna turn it into a nice little commuter board. Let's see, it has a note on here. He wants a black top and bottom, the Lucid Epoxy on the bottom, medium grip on the top, and the Lucid logo top and bottom. Roger, we are gonna see what we can do, but it sounds like you want this thing jet black. It's gonna look really cool. If I do have some time, I will. I know he didn't ask for it, but I'm gonna set up some trucks and wheels to kind of go along with this jet black look. The bottom's gonna look like glass. It's gonna look really cool. And we're gonna see what we can do. But it should be pretty simple, but usually sometimes the simple things always turn into the hard things. But I don't think that's the case with this deck. So Roger, I'm gonna see what I can do for you. Hopefully I don't mess it up, and hopefully it turns out the way you were imagined it. But other than that, let's get this thing going. Okay, so at this point, I'm just contemplating where to start. And I decided, since the board had such a nice smooth finish, I wanted to make sure that the paint had something rough to adhere to. So I took a 180 grit paper, hit both sides and the rails, and got everything scuffed up a little bit so the paint had something to adhere to rather than just that smooth surface. So after I got the sanding done, took the deck outside and hit it with some black and glossy spray paint. Did a couple coats to make sure it had a nice, solid, glossy look to it. Okay, so a little update on this deck for Roger here. It's coming along really nicely. Got the glossy paint, both top and bottom. It's just drying right now, so while that's going on, I'm gonna be cutting the vinyl stickers for the top and bottom of the deck. So once it's dry, I'll apply those vinyl stickers. Then we'll move on to the epoxy on the bottom, which is gonna make it look like glass. It's gonna be really cool. And then once that's cured, we'll move on to the grip tape on top and assemble this thing and see what it's gonna look like. Hopefully Roger's stoked with what I did, and let's keep on going. So here I'm just making the vinyl stickers for both top and bottom of the deck. They're both the same size, kept it simple, keeping it clean. I'm just going to apply the sticker on the bottom of the deck first. The top I'll save for later. I just wanted to get this on there before I apply the epoxy on the bottom. So one of the worst parts doing epoxy on skateboard decks is the taping. I am not a big fan of taping, but it is what it is. It makes it for an easy cleanup after you're done. It doesn't take too long. I just, for some reason, just do not like it. But I put on the music and get through it. So for the epoxy, I'm using Lucid's Craftsman Epoxy. It's a 1-to-1 mix ratio, really easy to mix together. And you just want to mix it really slow when you're doing it at room temperature so you don't get any little bubbles in there. Once I get this coat layered all over the deck, I use a little blowtorch to get all the bubbles and whatnot out of the epoxy. Then I wait about 10-15 minutes. I go back over it again just to make sure I get any additional bubbles that may have risen to the surface. But yeah, once this is done and dry, this thing looks like glass on the bottom. This right here is actually the glossy black paint before I apply the Lucid Epoxy. And right here is after about an hour into dry time after applying the epoxy. And it just looks like a mirror. It's unbelievable how this thing turned out with the black.
All right, this custom deck for Roger is really coming along. The bottom looks like glass. I got that epoxy on there. Next steps moving forward, I'm gonna peel that tape off from the bottom. I don't even know why I put the black spray paint on the top already. I should have saved that for last because I am gonna have to sand and clean up the edges a little bit after the epoxy. So anyway, it is what it is. So anyway, moving forward, taking the tape off, sanding, and then I'm actually have to cover the bottom of the deck that has the epoxy on it. Since I'm gonna have to spray paint, I didn't want any overspray coming underneath and hitting the bottom of the deck that's already finished. So gonna have to do that, and then hopefully from there is assembly and grip and all that, and this thing should be done.
Okay, so this is another part I'm not too fond of, but peeling the tape off. Fortunately, I had some other things that came up, so I waited too long, and it was a little bit of a struggle to get the tape off cleanly, but I got through it and just sanded a lot of the extra blue tape that didn't come off. And again, I'm not sure why I put the black paint on top of the deck, but it is what it is, and just gonna repaint it anyway. So here what I'm doing is taking a full sheet of just shipping paper and taping it to the bottom of the deck that's already done, finished, and ready to go. What I didn't want to have happen, since I had to paint the top again, is get that overspray underneath and just create a rough look to the bottom. So I just wanted to protect that while I was doing that coat on the top. So once I got that final Lucid sticker on top of the deck, went ahead and going to apply the Lucid Grip on top. I went with the black color just to go along with the whole theme. It's about the same size as our medium clear grip, which is what he wanted. So I thought it'd just go really well with the deck, just having that black grip. And it turned out really, really nice. Here, I wanted the white letters to stand out. I didn't want any grip on it, so I went through it with a little paper towel and cleaned up each letter. It was kind of a tedious job, but I think it was worth it because it turned out really clean.
All right, got this custom drop-down deck all complete, ready to go for Roger. It was actually pretty fun, pretty straightforward and easy. The black is a little bit of a pain because it just shows everything, so it was really hard to keep it clean and just get it nice and shiny how it is now. But other than that, it was pretty straightforward. It was pretty easy build. The bottom, we used Lucid Epoxy. The top, we used the Lucid Black Grip. He did request medium. Our color grips are about the same granule size as the medium clear grip. So I went ahead and stuck with the black just to kind of go with the whole jet black look. And he did not ask for a complete, but I did have some trucks lying around that were glossy. Reverse kingpin. Had some coyote wheels lying around as well with some bearings. So I decided to set it up and get this thing done for him. If he doesn't like it, well, he can take them off and switch it out. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to follow us, Instagram, TikTok, check us out, and make sure you check out our website. We have all our products up there, and I'll see you in the next video.